Okay, we're going to jump into another replay here. This is in Diamond 5, using our same old deck with the Mech Knights. Starting to love it, and I think some of these duels that I'll get through over the next few days are really getting into the flow of it, which just I think is kind of the beauty of this game. Like, you can do it a lot more than dueling, so just your deck working nicely and starting off nicely here with a good hand. Pretty offensive, thinking kind of like not a lot of, other than evenly matched, not too many defensive cards, but a lot of opportunity. Blue sky, purple nightfalls effects can be really, really good. So let's see what our opponent does. And our opponent passes, putting us in a tough spot. I only put evenly matched down. I don't even want to put Whispers as a target because I know there's a good chance I lose at that point. So just let it happen, and we get Feather Dustered immediately. Now, this is not a good sign. We get KASHTIRA'd, and at this point we just cross our fingers and hope my opponent can't get through 8,000 life points. And it's going to be close here, but not exactly, and now it's up to me to do something of a comeback. So, main phase 2, bring out Shangri. No surprise, that is part of what makes the deck work so well, just makes it like an unlimited resource. I get my own Fenrir, so I have to bring Fenrir out to be special summoned because he can't be summoned when something else is out. I bring mine out, get Ash Blossomed because that is what happens anytime I do something. From there, I do have the second effect that goes off that my opponent misses, and I feel like a lot of people miss that. They Ash Blossom the first effect, which is not the better one in my opinion. Opponent gets rid of Psychic and Punisher. A little bit of a pain there that he got rid of the second card in that column because I kind of needed that one, but we'll make do. So we bring out Blue Sky, search Girsu, Girsu out, and we link summon up into Morningstar. And we can put that over there. Now we can bring the trap out. Get Purple Nightfall. So we're starting to flow a little bit. And Fenrir's already used his ability there. And we got enough that we can bring out and get a good attack down. So we can destroy that immediately. Now we can link up, and we're getting a lot of good stuff put together here because I know that I can get Fenrir off the field without even having to attack, just using Ib's effect there. Lib, excuse me. Lib, not Ib. There is an Ib, though. And we go into the boss, the one and only Avramax. So we able to shuffle there, and I have a... bringing out... I can't remember the name. Bringing out Elemental Hero Spirit Neos? Spirit of Neos. Don't see that too often, but can't be destroyed by battle. So that's a total pain. We're going to have to wait until next turn to do something about that. But I'm able to clear off a really, really good board last turn. And I know the loaded back row here. Between Secret, I can stop effects already in this column. Whenever something is put down, I can stop an effect by activating, putting something in that column, and then I'll have a third version of that through memory. Now I also have Whispers down, so with Secret stopping effects, Whisper stopping spells, I'm starting to say, like, wait a minute, I can stop a lot of stuff here and get some momentum. Now this is a KASHTIRA deck, and I've had, probably like many people, terrible luck against them, because it's a very powerful deck that's going to lock down your board. But I will say the tides shift a bit in this deck, or I'm sorry, in this duel. My luck does change, so... I don't want to let this Aquaneos effect go off. Pop Secret and put a monster in that column. If he's smart, he works around it, which he has to anyway, actually, with the Xyz. But I'm smart too, so I pop Memory, put a monster there, and he can't use the effect either. End of the turn. Okay, so I have to make sure I put something here immediately to stop him. This was the one mistake I made. However, it doesn't matter because even if Fenrir is to use the effect, can't do anything there. And I just want to point out the board that I'm putting together. I now have every single column monster effects won't work in. As soon as I pop this over, same thing for spells. This is why this was one of my favorite duels that I've played in Master Duel. KASHTIRA is an absolute pain to play against because it locks you out of the game. No one likes being able to not play. That's what it does. You literally get that cross-out sign on your different monster and spell trap zones. I'm basically doing that to him. Can't use monster effects in any column right now, and more to come. We already have the inability to use spells coming up. And part of me just wants to toy with them because of how awesome this is. So a lot of people, one more note here is a lot of people don't know Mech Knights. Is something I've noticed. If you don't play a top tier deck, people, don't read your spells and or don't read your card effects. I mean, and they don't take the time to don't know them and don't read them. Excuse me, I fumbled my words a little bit there. So you get away with a lot because people try to target them for attacks when they can't. People try to target with them spell effects, monster effects, trap effects. None of that stuff works. And like, there's a good example there. He probably just thought it would work fine. Let's attack and let's do it. But no. So now I search out key by using, name is running me, by using World Legacy, World Chalice. And now that I have key, we have kind of the trifecta of doom for my opponent. So traps, monster effects, and soon to be spells, all unable to use. Now from here, it's just how to decide how to kind of finish them off. So I can't destroy it just yet, but I can get that off because each time, or yeah, he's going to be able to survive. He flips over evenly matched. That would have been a nightmare if it worked, but because I have key, it doesn't. And I think at this point, my opponent realizes that there's just not much else he can do. He's going to keep trying, but that's it. So this was so much fun, and this was the first time, and not the last time. This will pop up a few more times where I have just kind of this board of death. Having a monster in every column of the Mech Knights, and then having the 3 back row cards to lock down spells, traps, and monster effects. Um, I know this isn't a tiered deck. I know this is not the most powerful, but let me know what deck is going to beat this setup if I'm able to get it out. So good game to my opponent, and thanks for tuning in.